It's no secret at all, that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins is the feud of the year so far in 2014. That is no secret at all. This has been a great feud. It's been very entertaining. It's been very physical. WWE has done a good job with this. Now, I don't know if they could have screwed it up to this point because those guys are so good working together. But right here, when they should be putting a cap on this thing, this appears to be the time when they're getting ready to screw it up. Because you have a situation now where you had a contract on a pole match to see who gets Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose won that match, which was the right move. However, they still managed to protect Cena by doing that in a controversial fashion. And now you're going to have a situation where Cena faces Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell at the pay-per-view, and they're calling this a double main event. Now, we all know that the main event of the show is Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. But WWE, let me tell you the way they're thinking. They've got Cena and Orton going at it in Hell in a Cell, and their idea is that that match is going to cover up for Ambrose and Rollins. As ridiculous as that is, that's their thought process here. WWE don't think in terms of wrestlers. They think in terms of superstars and celebrities. That's what they want to make. Vince McMahon, I heard him say a long time ago that what he really wanted to do was make movies. So he wants to turn his guys into movie stars and celebrities. And Cena and Orton are the only celebrities and movie stars that he's got left. Edge is gone, Batista's gone. They're not building anybody else up to that status. So these are the only two guys that are left that are in that realm. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are certainly not there. So he don't feel like he can put those guys in the main event of a pay-per-view and carry the show. So he's going to put Orton and Cena in a double main event so that these two celebrities can cover up for these two non-celebrities who also have a match. It's almost like the Ambrose and Rollins match is a burden for the company. Like they're viewing this like a Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella kind of feud. Like sitting here as a wrestling fan, this is completely obvious and completely easy. You know, this is the easy part. You put those two guys in the cell and you let them go and you let them make your pay-per-view. Because that's what they'll do if you take the reins off of them and just let them go. But the WWE, as I said, don't see things that way. They see things in terms of celebrities and movie stars. And Cena and Orton, in their mind, is celebrities and movie stars. So that's what they want the pay-per-view on the back of these two guys, because they're the ones that's going to bring in the money. Now, I'm not saying that's the right way to go. In fact, I obviously think that's the wrong way to go. But that's the way they're going to go. And I really wouldn't care if Cena and Orton had a match on this show. I don't care if they have a Hell in a Cell match on this show. The only thing is, this is a little bit like the situation with Daniel Bryan earlier in the year. There's only one way that this can play out. There is only one way to go with Ambrose and Rollins, and that's to put them in the cell in the main event and let them go. That's it. There is no other options here. You can't put them opening the show. You can't put them third to the last match. You can't put them next to the last match and have Orton and Cena in the show. You can't do that. You have to put them in the main event and let them go. That's the only way that this plays out. And you can't overbook it. I'm hearing rumors now that Triple H is going to be the special referee. We don't need that in this match. You don't need that. You need to have these guys get in that cell, do some awesome spots, have a great match, and then one guy goes over the other guy. And that's the way you need to do it. And then both these guys can go off and do their own things. If you want Rollins to feud with Cena, I think that could be a fine thing if Cena don't absolutely bury him. But you need to do that later. Right now, we need to blow off this feud because it's been great and it's built up to this. And this is one of the few matches that I've ever seen on this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view that actually felt like it needed to be in that structure. The reason I hate this pay-per-view to begin with is because whoever's in the main event when they get to the Hell in a Cell match, that's who gets the Hell in a Cell match. And it used to be special when two guys went into Hell in a Cell and wrestled. It used to be a special thing, but it's not anymore because whoever's in the main event when they get to October, that's who goes into the cell. And there's only been maybe one, maybe two matches in the past 5-year history of this show that actually felt like it deserved to be in that Hell in a Cell structure. And this is one of those matches. As far as who should win this match between Ambrose and Rollins, I would say Ambrose, but I don't think it's a huge deal. The reason I would say Ambrose is because you've already got Rollins as the Money in the Bank winner. Ambrose is the guy who's looking for revenge here, and I think the right way to end this feud is to have Ambrose go over Rollins. Rollins is still the Money in the Bank guy, so he's got the big push in the bag whenever you get ready to use that. Ambrose is the guy of the three Shield guys who could get shuffled out of this thing and fall down, in the ranks in WWE. And that's what I expected to happen when the Shield first broke up and Rollins won the briefcase. That's what I expected to happen. But Ambrose has come on so strong and gotten so over that I really don't see that happening anymore. So I think he needs to go over in this match, but I don't think it's crucial as long as the ending is clean and somebody actually goes over. Triple H does not need to be anywhere near this match. Cena, Orton, none of these people need to be anywhere near this match. Kane certainly does not need to be anywhere near this match. I don't care what they do with the rest of the card. But Ambrose and Rollins Hell in a Cell match should be the last match on the show. It should be clean. It should have a legit referee. And one guy should go over the other guy. And that's the only way this plays out if you're successful. I said the same thing earlier in the year with Daniel Bryan. I said the only way that this can play out is for Daniel Bryan to win the championship at WrestleMania. And that's what ended up happening, although it was a very odd, frustrating way to get there. I really don't see WWE doing the right thing with this. I see them dropping the ball here. So the question now, as it's been so many times, is will WWE actually pull the trigger on this and do the right thing? We'll find out this Sunday. It could be announced tonight on Raw that Triple H is going to be the referee. I certainly hope that's not the case. We'll see what develops. It's strange to me how the WWE cannot help themselves but to try to cover up good wrestlers and what could be a good match with celebrities and guys that they perceive to be way up higher on the hierarchy of the company. And I'm not taking anything away from Orton and Cena. Orton and Cena are both tremendous wrestlers, tremendous workers. They've had great matches together in the past. I actually think the fact that they've had so many matches has diluted everybody's perception of the matches that they've had in the past, because they've had some really good matches. It's just been done way too many times at this point. Nobody's going to care about that. So I said my piece on that. That's the only way this can go, is to have Rollins and Ambrose on last, have the match clean, and that's it. Anything else that goes on in the pay-per-view, it don't really matter, in my opinion, because I'm not expecting a very strong pay-per-view other than that one match. But try not to stress out about this. Watch Raw tonight. Enjoy Raw. Enjoy the pay-per-view on Sunday. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see if WWE does the right thing. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more very soon.